Did I nip out quickly, did I? To get some food and essential supplies from the thingy, and yes, you territory marked, didn't you? Because the Royal Mail came back a second time. Right? I'd already spoken to the postman out the window this morning saying about intercepted mail and that. Right, so I'd already seen him once. Yeah. I passed him on the way up the shop, so I was very alert to who was following me up the shop. Right. So we've got another letter from the landlords. I've already dealt with them idiots this morning. There's me, oh no, that's my son's bank statement. And there's me Lecky bill. Don't need to open that yet because the priority is checking on the dog insurance, isn't it? But at least I've got an up-to-date Lecky bill now. And that's my son's mail. So I don't need to open it. I opened his mail yesterday for him and discussed it with him. Which is all checkable and verifiable, which they've already done because they're listening to all the phone calls and that, don't they? So they know there's no fraud going on from this address because it's a care of address. While my son's been moved to safety. Yeah, I did get followed up there anyway. Right. But I was as quick as possible while pointing out to the ladies. And then when they thought that I'd finished in there and I was going to get on my scooter to come back again, the person left the shop. Right? So I went back to get one more item. Right? Without having to make a second journey out. Right? While the women went and checked on the camera to see who I was pointing out. And then as I got on my scooter, the guy came back in again. Right. So I was then recording. Right. There we got sugar. We've got evaporated milk for the coffee. And we've got eggs. So that's pancakes. More dog food. Dogs have only had one bowl today so far. Because obviously I can't get out for long periods of time at the moment. While these mail interceptors and ID theft idiots are watching when I leave and return to the property. Right? The same as they've been watching other people's movements. That come here. Other family members. Because those were the ones responsible for what happened to the brother-in-law and my son. Because I was witness to them saying it out loud. We'll get them for you, Graham. Funny that the guy should come out and fuck about with his wheelie bin while I'm picking up the mail that they was all after. Right. Just saying. Right, let's take the outer layer off. Came back with the same amount of notes in my wallet. Only used the shrapnel out my pocket and the coinage. So, Lola was trying to get me to take notice of the bedroom yesterday. Right? While she was trying to get me to take notice of the bedroom, she marked on the floor. Not a problem. But what had happened when I was in the bedroom, the last time I slept in it, the same thing had happened inside the property. Again, while we was asleep. And the only way they could do that was tampering with the food. Right? Because the dogs was letting me know what was going on there. Anyway, what I'd showed the guy and them that came round for the visit, that was what was moved. Oh, I didn't see that, he said. So that was the door that was left open when I went in the bedroom a little while ago before I went out. And then popped up the shop. That's why I popped up the shop then. Just to let them try that shit again. But the Royal Mail came to the house instead with the mail. Right, to distract the dogs at the front of the property. Can you hear all the jet fighters overhead now? No, like they was earlier, after I'd put those comments and everything on Facebook and uploaded those videos this morning. Because I'm being very observant for my own safety now. Right? So we'll just get on with what I'm doing here. Right. The ladies at the post office know I've been giving them a heads up. Right. Because their safety's at risk, the same as my safety's at risk inside my property at the moment. Alright, and I've tried to help them out because there's something, a weakness that I've spotted, what other people are spotting as well. So it's only a matter of time until someone tries that shit. The same as what's going on here. Right, so I'm not worried about it. They're not worried about it. Right, and we're just getting on with life, laughing and joking, and you know. I said, oh, I'm debating whether to get some tobacco at the moment. I said, but you know, no, I don't need to. I've got enough vape juice. if I need to go out and get some more vape juice or medication, I can go out and get vape juice and medication in the same trip. I've got enough food in. If the food does something to my health, then it proves what I'm saying, doesn't it? So that can be proved while the authorities are closely monitoring me. Right? So whoever's behind this, if it's not those at the top of the tree, is about to get caught out, including the actors living around me. Right? So my son gets a head injury after they said, we're getting for you. Right? Anyway, we're not going to dwell on that because I said I was going to prove it, and I've proved it. Now they're going to be very pissed off because they've been exposed. Because at some point, someone's going to make a rash move and make a major mistake. And it ain't going to be us. So we let these soppy wankers in this village carry on with their stupidness. While they get fed even more rope to hang themselves with. Right? You dogs okay out there? Everything cool with you dogs? Yeah? Let me just have this coffee and then we'll see if we need to ring the landlords back up again. Because we got another letter. Right. So I'll see if I need to respond to that letter. So I'm going to open it while I'm talking into this video to see what new game that they should have I probably should have got that letter on the Friday, but the mail's getting interfered with at the moment. Just put it that way. All right. So, oh, that coffee's looking stronger now. Good. It's getting stronger as the day goes on. Right, landlord's letter. Don't need to open the energy bill one yet. So this letter's smothered in dog shit. Right, the same as what they did in the visit. So by sending this letter here, they've done what? Let's see what this is. A healthy home handbook. Don't take the piss. Is that it? Annual property certificate. Home condition. All right. So I'm being scored now. I'm being scored for the state of the property that they haven't been doing the repairs on properly. Now, it wasn't completed by just that woman because I had to phone up this morning to get both job titles, didn't I? So that's a lie to start with. Right, because that was her boss. Right, so your home was not in a very good condition and there were several areas that should be improved. All right. Okay. Home condition. Poor. Right. So I'm supposed to be the one that's responsible for that. Right. So I'm a terrible tenant. Do you see how they're trying to word this? But I'm obviously having problems with my disability, like I explained to them very, very clearly. So, no, they're not going to put me on the downer about that. Don't give a shit. Damp and mould, slight. Yeah, so basically they're shifting the blame onto me, so that's now angle for a claim. All right. You've had your warnings. Now I'm taking action. Right. Now I'm taking action. But I will ring them first. You're not laying in it, are you, dogs? So I've just had the landlords run it all back in the building, haven't I? So where have you done naughties? Come out the way. Come out the way. Come out the way. Look, you're walking through the piss. So you can't come in the front room now, can you? Stupid boy. Right, you can't come in the front room now. Get out my way. You can stay in the front room, in the hallway now until your feet dry off. So where's the mud or the crap? There is none. Right? So there is no mud or crap in the hallway. Right, you wait there while I sort this out, dogs. Let's plug the phone back in. You definitely have need to edit because it would be a mark on the floor. Right, well that's not how I left it. Hang on, stay there, Marnie. That's not how I left it. But they didn't have enough time to do anything inside the property. So, yeah. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to shift the blame onto me for obvious reasons. Because there's only a slight damp and mould problem when there isn't. So this lovely coloured letter, look. This lovely coloured letter is what all them comments have been about. Right, there's only a slight damp and mould problem. Is there really? What about the home invasions and everything else? Right, so I'm going to keep recording. Which is the redial button. Can't remember, so it's going to be a part 2.